Hi, welcome back to my channel where I'll be talking about Geeko today and what are my thoughts for him for rank and pro play. Short introduction of myself. I was Immortal 3 last episode and currently ranked Immortal 2 with about 170R in episode 6. I have played Geeko for a bit ever since it released a few weeks back, and let's start this video by explaining his abilities. To simplify it, he has a molly, abilities similar to a boomboard and a flash, and also his ulti, which is a very unique ulti. So let's start explaining about his molly first. So his molly is a very simple ability where you just toss it and you create this giant area. So something to note that is that you only take damage at the end of the explosion, not while it's in the middle of looping. You can see you don't take any damage and you can run across it. So as any Geeko player, this is something you should note. If you combo with any Fate Seize or something and trap them in the center, then this die. So I think this thing you can comp it to your team to see what potential play you can make. And next we have the Wingman, Pikachu as I like to call it. So Wingman is a very simple ability where you can just run across similar to a boomboard and you can collect it back.
There's my buddy.
So this is a simple part where you can just use it to clear any info if you wish to, or if your teammates can clear it for you, then you can save it for what is I think the most important part about Geeko, which is his ability to plant the bomb. Let's say you're playing attacking side on Ascent, your team has cleared out A main, so what you just do is you get Geeko to plant the bomb for you. So wait, let me get the thing. Yep.
Plant the spike, Wings.
So you can see he'll just run and he'll help you plant the bomb. And something to note that is that even though
Spike planted. Thanks,
my
Wings.
Pikachu planted the bomb, what it does is actually give me the ulti up. So something that I think is very vital for Geeko is that you stack up with ulti up, as currently Geeko has a very strong ulti. As we are talking about how we can plant the bomb, so there are certain bomb slots that are the best that you can use your wingman to plant. So something for Ice Warp, for A maybe is this top nest, for B it will be here, this left side. Instead of this default that you always plant, you can plant here with your wingman, that will be the best. Or if we go over to like Fracture, something that I don't see much team often do is to plant here. So this bomb spot is very good as you can play through sands. You can see from sands, you can see from drop, you can see from A main. So I think this bomb spot is one of the best. So in Lotus, something I really like is that I can just have him plant here, where my team can play retake over here. They can play for post plant over here, so they'll be just chilling over here, playing post plant. Or if you have side control, something I recommend is here, where it allows you to play here as you can spam through the box, or you can play tree, which is a very hard area for teams to retake. So that's about it for Wingman, nothing too complicated. So let's go back to our game, where we can talk about DD, which I think is one of his best ability, the new Geeko players that use it wrongly. So from what I see in my games, what new Geeko player does is always they just chuck their flash, playing aggressive, but they leave it in a place that they can't ever reclaim their DD. So imagine as a defense sider, you have to push up all the way through B main and have to sit over here while you collect your TC. And this is very bad as this is considered attack sided area, and once they hear the op sound, the collecting of op sound, they'll just swing and kill you. What Geeko players should try to do is maybe learn a lineup of 2 similar to this, where you can get over to this pole and aim it for this bar over here.
Right there.
So you can just flash it. What it does is flash B main for you. And this is a very safe spot for you to reclaim it. You can't do anything with this flash. It's more like an initiator tool where you will see that you will shoot its flash at like maybe 2 to 3, that's how you know. And you can sometimes even bait out gunshot. So going back to Valoplant, there are certain maps that I figure out that you can do such flash on. So like if we go to Split, you can just stay here and you throw a flash up. And what it does is that anyone that starts from A main have to shoot it down, if not they'll get flashed. So that's how you can gather info, early info. Or if you head over to A for Ascent, you can jump on top of this gen and toss it up high. So all this allows DD to be reclaimed in a very safe spot. You get it back to use after 10 seconds. Just know that it can be shot down, so something to take note. And you can't turn it away. Enemy were to throw this at you, you can't just turn it back. You still get flash. So let's talk about his ulti now. His ulti remind me of a Skydog, which is very similar. It costs 7 ulti up, but it's quite easy for you to get it even 2 to 3 times in one half due to the fact that you're always planting with wingman. If you always plant with wingman, you can easily get his ulti 2 times in half. It's similar to a skydog where once you press ulti, it gives you vision, quite a big vision. You can see quite a lot, and if you jump at anyone, they will get detained, and you can collect it. You can call it back afterwards. And note that his ulti have about 200 HP, so that if you ulti wrongly, such as
Thrash is going again. Thrash is ready.
CT, what happens is that enemy, as they have this long line of sight, they can just shoot it. So if we were to just imagine that I ulti from CT just now, I can easily shoot it from here. The ulti can't touch me at all. Here are some tips for Geeko ulti. Let's say you want to clear main, but you see nothing, so what you do is just bring it back to yourself. So that's some way for you to just gather info and get back your ulti so that you can use it again to either like clear other areas or retake site. So just note that it will stun you. So if you take a look,
Thrash is ready.
if let's say I were to go it back to myself, I'll get detained, and you'll detain your teammates too. So something to take note, if you try to do what I just said, like getting your ulti to come back to you, do not stun your teammate. Please do not. So what are my current thoughts after playing Geeko for a bit? I think he's a very fun agent and a very good scaling agent. He's good in all ranks, so in bronze, his abilities are very simple to understand, and it's very good for low elo players to get used to him, as a key unique feature about his flash is that he does not flash his teammate. Any initiator that are always flashing their teammate, maybe Geeko is good for you. Any duelists that wish to have a new agent in their agent pool, is good to have Geeko, as duelists and initiators have a very similar playstyle where they are playing very aggressive, picking angles, trying to take fight compared to Sentinel and Controller. So as attacker, something I like to do as Geeko is I just flash shot, then I'll start picking mid with my team. I'll get back my flash first, then I'll just ask my teammate to hold shot while I pick out mid to gather info and just fight anyone that's coming towards me. So now I'll show you how usually I'll play Geeko on the attacking side. Remember to always take bombs so they can farm your ulti. If your teams are called for default, you should be the one playing mid with them or the one that's taking information. Cause you're the initiator, you can flash and you have a lot of util to back you up. So for default, usually what I like to do for Haven is I flash here to see anyone pushing out B. Then I'll collect it back, or they take their space, then I'll be right behind them trying to fight with them. So similarly to A, what you'll see me often do if you want to go A is that I'll just flash long. I'll maybe do a simple flash like this,
Up and away.
where it flashes A long, it flashes this area and collect it back. Oh, that was a bad throw. Something like this. So I'll collect it back to ensure that there's no one picking A long. Then I'll just push up with them, just fight with them. So as Geeko, you should usually follow behind your duelist. You're the one that's setting up for your duelist so that your duelist can enter side and fight. A good initiator will flash areas such as side,
Dizzy's up top. Dizzy's up.
left or right. You need to let your duelist know so that they're able to follow up with it. So let's talk about C. Throw a simple molly.
All you, Mosh.
For backside, you flash side and you get your wingman to plant.
Wingman's gonna plant spike.
And for Haven, this is one of the best spots thanks to Bolster. I learned it from him. You can plant it here so that your team can play long, and you can come back on site to just collect it back to stop their post plant. So something that I think not a lot of players know is that when they are doing retake side, they will start throwing their util. So you might see like a Sova Recon, Omen Flash or something. So that's when you should use your ability to stop them from retaking. So only when they throw their recon dart, I'll throw maybe like a wingman
Run, little
or
man.
flash.
Dizzy's up
Just
top.
stop them from retaking, delay their, so they have to come, they are forced to come into side without any utilities. So for A side, similar thing. So once you get up A long, you got your flashback as we did. That flash is not over there. So once you get A long, what I'll do is I'll flash side, I'll just molly back side and wingman plant. And wingman plant maybe
Right
here,
there.
some here or here.
Right there.
So check is a very simple thing, but just know that once you have sight, do not just play retake. Do not just play for post plant. Come back and collect your ability again. That's about it for sight exam. I don't think I need to go through much, as Geeko is a very simple agent to play. The only thing that separates Geeko from a good player and a bad player is just how do they use their utility, how do they throw the T, and how often can they get it back. Cause in a round, a good Geeko can get his flashback about 2-3 times. So maybe your first 2 times will use for info, something like flashing mid here, so you know there's no one pushing mid, so your team can work out the area and you collect it back safely. Then once your team say, oh let's go for C exact, so you can carry it back here, and come back to C, You can just do a C flash, get it to this cubby, collect it back,
I got you.
and if they have entered side, you can just follow them. If not, after the 10 seconds out, you can throw another flash side. So in a round alone, I can collect it 3 times. Not to mention, after I get a bomb down and I'm not dead, I can still flash again to stop the enemy from retaking. So that's 4 times. So I think that's where good Geeko players and bad Geeko players, that's the difference. Let's move over to defending side. Geeko is good for all 3 sides, but usually I like to just do this simple flash for B. So I know there's anyone picking B. Anyone over at grass or window, I get it back. If there's anyone, I'll just play a bit more passive, just wait them. I might even jiggle just to see how many people there is. And afterwards, I can throw another flash through window. My teammate tell me there's anyone at window, I'll just throw a simple flash. Flash, there's no one, I'll get it back again. So notice how I'm using all this ability. I'm not trying to flash them and fight, I'm just using it for info gathering. Something that I might say is just to my teammates, I flash C. Hey, and I'll think like, oh, my DDC nothing C, right? I'll just collect it back. I'll tell my teammates, hey, nothing at C, care A and care mid, so that, you know, your noob rank teammates, they can stack and have better chance at winning a side, or you can just maintain anchor C for a bit, unless your teammate tell you that they are doing a A exact. So that's how you use Geeko for defending. For ulti, I'll usually like to play a 5v5 retake my team. So let's say I flash here, and I'll be like, oh, they're executing C. I'll get back here. And I'll usually wait for them to tap bomb. In rank, they usually don't expect much, so I'll tell my team, hey, come see. I'll ulti and we start the retake. So I'll just ulti. I'll check side. Once I know side is clear, I'll just detain anyone that's nearby. Then I'll start flashing for them. And start just coming onto side, swarming side with them. So now let's talk about how to counter Geeko. Having your Killjoy or your KO or anyone that has a molly to just take note of where Geeko usually plant. So for Haven, sometimes I see Geeko plant one B, before, or maybe here, or say. So you can just have your Viper KO, get ready. So once they hear that, they throw a molly over. And what this does is just stops the wingman from planting. For this bomb plant mechanic, I think a molly just kills the wingman easily. So something to just counter Geeko is just that. And if any Geeko try to flash side, just shoot it. Do not turn away from it. Turning away you still get few flash, so I think you have to just shoot it. Nothing much you can do there, as even hiding is quite difficult. Any Geeko player just throw them high, as they do not flash their teammates, so they have the incentive to just throw it high, so you can't really hide from it. So you just have to shoot it down. So once you hear him out right, so let's say I'm the enemy Geeko, I ulti. A good counter is just to always be ready, let your teammate know that hey, Geeko has ulti, and once he ulti, just get ready to shoot him down together, because it's just 200 HP. So if you take a look, it's just about 4-5 bullets. As a Geeko player yourself, you can use this to advantage, so you do it in very tight corners where they can't potentially shoot you down. So like maybe here, or maybe out the window just jump. So they can't really shoot. So I think that's all for my Geeko guide to just have a refresh. That his ability, first of all, are very simple to use. It's just a flash, something similar to Boombot and a molly. But what separates him from a good Geeko player and a bad Geeko is just how he times his ulti and how often can he get it back. First, bad Geeko player is only getting it once or twice. He's a good agent for low elo player to start with. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this guide and let me know what you think. If there's anything I missed out, do drop them down in the comment below and I'll tell you whether it's a good advice or not that I might miss out. Thank you so much for watching. Do comment and subscribe. Thank you.